Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, the hadith is in Sahih Muslim, when a man dies, his deeds come to an end except for three things. And this is where I will end my talk, inshallah, with these three things and explain them a little bit. Sadaqa jariyah, a ceaseless charity. When a person dies, no more actions can continue for you. You can't pray anymore. You can't fast anymore. You can't go to Hajj anymore. You can't do good deeds. You can't give charity. Isn't that correct? So that means your actions come to an end. No more rewards and no more sins. Unless you left a bad legacy behind. He said, except for three things, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Number one, sadaqa jariyah, an ongoing charity or a ceaseless charity that you left behind that continues for people to benefit from that charity. Or, number two, a knowledge which is beneficial. You left a piece of knowledge that people benefit from, that continues for people that they continue to benefit from. Number three, or a righteous descendant, a child and a grandchild and a great-grandchild. All your descendants till the end of time, so long as, what? He says, a righteous descendant who prays for you, for the deceased. Makes dua for you, makes istighfar for you. It doesn't matter how far they go in their generations. The hadith is in Sahih Muslim and also in Riyadh al-Salihin, number 1383. And another hadith of Prophet ﷺ, which is also in Ibn Majah, authenticated by Imam al-Albani, he said, among the acts and good deeds that will reach a believer after his death are knowledge which he learned and then spread. Good knowledge. A righteous son, or in other words, daughter, a child, because in Arabic you can apply it to both genders. A righteous child whom he leaves behind, or she leaves behind. A copy of the Quran that he leaves as a legacy. It doesn't have to be literally a copy like those ones you see there. It could be online, of course. It could be memorized and taught. A mosque that he built. And it doesn't have to be the entire mosque. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam in another hadith says, even if it were a brick that you contributed to, or a piece of cement, labina, or tina, a rock or a stone, or a piece of pillar, or anything of the masjid which contributed to it, inshallah, you would have been considered one of those who built that masjid. A house that he built for wayfarers, so like a refuge home, homes for destitutes, homes for people who are homeless, homes for people who have had a bad, probably separated in their marriage, for example, a single mother, for example, or a single father who does not have any income, and you make a shelter for them, these types of things. And all of whatever goes under that, a house or a shelter built for wayfarers or people who are in need, a canal that they dug. So let's say people try and build a road and you took part in it for the sake of Allah as a charity, then even something like that, so paving ways for people, building, constructing something that served people, or a charity that he gave during his lifetime when he was in good health. Why? Because when you're in bad health, you can need that money to use for yourself. So when you're in good health and you gave it, what does it mean? It means that this person has true reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't think, what if I one day go into bad health? What if this happens to me? So he holds on to his money. So that's why he said in good health, meaning that you have tawakkul. You're not thinking about tomorrow, a charity event comes, people are in need, your brothers in Palestine are in need, your brothers in Afghanistan, your brothers in China, your brothers in there, your brothers in there, your brothers and sisters everywhere around the world, and you give a charity and you don't think, man, if I gave this, maybe next year I'll be sick and end up and I'll probably need it. You don't know that. That's why he said, those who are in good health are given charity. And so on. He said, these deeds will reach him after his death. One man said, Ya Rasulullah, what kind of charity, the minimal that I can receive? He said, any kind of charity, في كل كبد رطب صدقة. He said, in every creature that lives and breathes. In other words, if it benefits from your charity, it is a charity. So for example, a person planted a tree in the middle of the desert, and you've got scorpions and snakes and other little creatures, no humans there. They benefit from that tree in some way, or whatever other animals, or insects. He said everything that lives and breathes and moves, you have a sadaqah for it, subhanAllah. And there's a hadith of Prophet ﷺ which forbids the killing of ants, for example, and the bee, because the bee is in the Quran, the ants are in the Quran in a way that is praiseworthy. To avoid killing them is a sadaqah, subhanAllah. Can you imagine that? Or that man or that woman who did a very bad deed, the hadith in Bukhari where they gave a dog water to drink, hoping that Allah will forgive them, and Allah forgave them because of it. So don't ever take for granted even these little things.